Lane switch, lanes wish was on the same, but my aim to take my name and brand it. Landry famous, handed down to generations. Don't have limitations, preparing the fan for all the celebrations.
In the mirror with me, love myself feeling free. G-O-D is inside of me. In the mirror with me, love myself feeling free. G-O-D is inside of me. Most feel threatened by your presence. It's the God in you that keep you going. Down 10 times, get up 11 and you keep on going. Glow up, glow up, glow up, glow up, yeah, yeah. Glow up, glow up, glow up, glow up, yeah, yeah.
Yo. This is Kindness's University Autism Talk Show. Welcome. This is episode 10. This is Big Boxx
Lil Boxx.
And today we have my lovely wife with us. And what's your name?
Joi.
All right, this is Joi. If you listen to my music and don't know my family personally, this is who's always singing on some of my hooks as well. It's my lovely wife. Together, 18 years, married 14 years. That's it?
15.
Married 15 years. So I wrote that right. So let's skip that and go straight into everything now, because I just got something wrong. We just made 15 years.
Just made 15 years.
Just made 15 years. So that's a good excuse for me right now. All right. And how you today, son?
Everything's all right.
Everything's all right. All right. So we're gonna get into it. Be one moment.
And also, guys, I have something to announce by the other half of this episode.
Okay.
So please stay tuned for it.
All right.
I have a very important announcement to make.
All right. Okay. And now we're in here, and who are you to Kindness, baby?
I am his mother.
His mother. You're right. Okay. And just tell us a little bit about your pregnancy with Lil Boxx.
Okay, so Kindness was my first child. So the pregnancy was actually good. I didn't really have any complications. Early on, it was pretty common, as much as I would know of that at the time. He was always, every checkup, he was healthy, and all of that. So it was a pretty calm pregnancy.
Calm pregnancy.
Yeah.
All right.
For the most part.
Okay. So I know we have 4 other children. As far as the pregnancy with him, not the pregnancy itself, but what was just the experience like having him as your first child? That's a good question to even ask him.
Yeah, it was a great experience. We were excited, of course. I think we had only been married for about a year or so we were pretty busy. We both worked a lot, and I was able to work with him, or work during the pregnancy up until 8 months, I believe it was.
Yeah, I believe it was like 8 months.
Yeah.
You were pregnant when you started working.
Yeah. So it was exciting. With him being our first, it was definitely very exciting. For us, for our extended family, it was a great time. Yeah.
I remember those things. I remember
Yeah.
baby proof, everything.
Yes.
That's what
I watched too many documentaries and read books.
Yeah, I remember the preparation of it. Some of it was a lot, but some of it that we decided not to do, or we started to do, I wish we would have kept doing. But
right. Yeah.
As you know, as a black family in America, that's not easy to do if your money is not long as the yellow brick road. You know what I mean? And let's see, is this even a good question? Was it like similar to the others? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was obviously because it was my first. In comparing all 4 of my pregnancies, it wasn't the easiest.
Yeah.
Just because for me there were so many unknowns. Initially, I had done a lot of research and wanted to. We had talked about having a home birth. I was really wanting to do the natural thing. Was trying to be mindful of, not just wanting to see about the natural route. So I really wanted to do a home birth. I thought about having a doula and getting all of that. And then I'm trying to think, I believe maybe when I was about three or 4 months. It was pretty early on. That
they said he was breached, right? Or something like that.
Well, no. Initially, it was. Initially, they were saying that we needed to get. There was a test where we could test whether there would be any type of issues, whether defects or anything like that, and that really scared me. Because that was. Although I felt prepared and educated on the process for the most part, that was something that I thought was optional.
Yeah.
And so when they suggested it, it was something that I definitely struggled with whether to do or not to do.
Yeah, the unknown is always been variable and kind of be scary and not knowing.
Yeah.
What something can be. And I also rest in peace to my mom. I remember she was like, when we went to St. Home birth and possible water birth and all that, she looked at us like, what's wrong with y'all?
Yeah, she was nervous about that. She definitely didn't agree. She was gracious, but she didn't agree with that. She
didn't understand it, kind of like, y'all with this new age stuff. We don't do all that.
Yeah.
And fast forward to 2023 now, and you're looking what everybody's doing with their children, especially in our culture, as being Black in America, African American, if you want to say in America. Really, everybody now is kind of going that route and really understanding what we were studying and what we kind of had an inclination of 14 years ago.
Yeah.
So that's really like wow.
Absolutely.
To let you know we was on the route,
right.
Good route with him, and especially how it was with his eating and how he was doing that, But it shows to the realities and the realistic aspect of we were positioned better financially and in our lives to do that with him being our first child.
Right.
And until we got into the poorhouse, going through the process, and that showed that we had to switch things up and know what we can afford.
Yes.
So a lot of times, when you are speaking to a lot of Black families with children and saying, oh, you should be doing this, or you can't do this, you can't do this, from experience, we know about going through what you can afford. Because we went to being able to say, oh, we're not going to do this till we are not going to do this, until saying, this is all we can do for our babies.
Right. Yeah.
All right? All right. And this is a wrap of episode 10. We'll come right back to episode 11. It's Big Boxx.
Lil Boxx.
All right, and thank you. We'll be right back.
Boxx-A-Million.
Boxx-A-Million. Boxx-A-Million.
Mighty Lion of Judah.